Last weekend, we drove the RAV up to Gooseberry Mesa, immediately christened Dingleberry Mesa by our pals, for some camping and off-roading with friends. Fiona and I also scored permits to hike the legendary Subway Trail, which is a 9-mile out and back on the west side of Zion. The land has an almost spiritual quality to it. It's something about the undulating and impossibly-shaped red rock, set in sharp contrast to the blue of the sky, that makes it seem otherworldly. The wind pushes its way through the junipers, pinyon pine, and manzanita, breaking the silence and bringing you the warm sand smells of the desert. It's no wonder that whomever named this place drew on religious references. We were the first of our group to get to the mesa, and we set up shop right on the edge. Fiona kicked it off with an iCamper deploy time trial, which I think in total ended up being around 2 to 4 minutes.
Ready, go!
Setting up took us a little longer than we anticipated because we had to level the car a bit more. Still quick though. The next morning, we got on the road early after being awakened by the thudding bass of some obnoxious running event, and we were a little groggy as we journeyed to the Left Fork trailhead to start our trek. The hike itself was more difficult than we thought. Not the distance, but most of the 9 miles you're crossing the creek, getting your feet wet, and bouldering nearly the entire way. We were each wearing neoprene socks for the chilly water seeping through our water shoes, and our feet were pretty pruny by the end. We were stunned by how empty the place felt. The permit system had its intended effect, and we only saw 11 people in total in 5.5 hours of hiking.
It took us a little while to get here, but this is the entrance to the subway.
The subway itself was magnificent, but much shorter than the picture we had in our heads. I envisioned miles of hiking through a red rock tube, but it was more like a little elbow studded with very beautiful small pools, into which I could not resist dunking the GoPro. After reaching the point where we'd have to swim to go further, we turned back and headed to camp. We met our friends on the way and tested our rigs out on Smithsonian Butte Road.
Oh my god.
We got your multiple angles.
Alright. Alex's tires touch the ground the entire time.
Unlike us. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
The RAV redeemed itself on a particularly hairy problem that turned us back before. The video is cut off at the end, but I assure you, we made it through and I was so proud of that machine. I also don't have footage of the end of our evening, unfortunately, relaxing by the fire or being kept up most of the night by the rave music from the running event, so here's a nice drone shot of the mesa to fade out to.